Come on, don't be shy. We all know each other here. Your hair looks fabulous today. Don't worry. All right, so today's Tuesday. It's a nice sunny day, little chilly. I don't know, did you hear that wind last night? Holy cow, it was crazy. And I just did a look at the weather for 14 days into December, and it's looking seasonably warm. God bless you, Heather. Seasonably warm. And that makes me excited. And I think that makes somebody else pretty excited because today is Tammy Tuesday. What do you got for us, Tammy? Can't wait to hear.
Hello, team. Welcome to Tuesday, my favorite day of the week. So a couple things. First, announcement coming in the next year. Probably I'll do it like around January. I'm going to have a Tammy Tuesday fireside chat. So all of your clients who have questions about pre-approvals, whether they're my client or someone else's client, it'll be a fireside chat. Bring your questions and I will answer their questions. And there's going to be presents involved with coming. So it's open to everybody. So if you have questions about your pre-approvals, we're going to start them the first Tuesday, actually be like the second, I think it's like the 11th of Tuesday. So stay tuned for those details. Also, big news in the real estate mortgage industry. I'm sure all of you rock star modern real estate professionals have heard it, but they have raised the loan limits. Now, this is a big deal. I told a couple real estate agents and they were like, nah, what does that really mean? So I thought about that. What does that really mean to you? Like, who cares, right? So it's big news because the FHFA, Fair Housing Finance Authority, has confidence in the housing market. So they are raising the loan limits so that a home buyer can qualify for more house, can raise these conforming limits. It's great news for home buyers because it raises their buying power to stay out of the jumbo market. Again, who cares, right? Whatever. So for Fairfield County, the numbers went from 601,450 all the way up to 695,750. That means a buyer can buy a house for $732,000 and only put down 5%. Last week, if they bought a house like that, it was in jumbo, it was some cases 10%, but for the most part, jumbo arena requires a 20% down payment, no questions asked. We have some exceptions to that, but generally speaking. And for all those of you who are doing Milford, Hartford County, New Haven County, so my Hamden people, my Woodbridge people, my Milford people, those of you out in Hartford, those of you in Ridgefield who touch on the New Haven, Litchfield, Fairfield County line out there, yours numbers have gone from 548,250 to 647,200. That means your buyers can buy a house for 681 with 5% down. And then let's not forget about my New York people, my Westchester, New York, Nassau, Queens. That number went from, where's my note? That number went from 822,375 to 978,800. That's crazy. That means your buyers can buy $1 million house and put 5% down. So what do you guys think these loan limits are a big deal? Because I do. We just opened up a whole opportunity for buyers who may not have had definitely not the 20, but the 10% down payment. And they get those pretty interest rates that we keep hearing about. So that's it for today. I've recorded this. It's on my Facebook, it's on my YouTube, and it's all over social media. So feel free to share this information. Go find some buyers.
Awesome stuff, Tammy. Really great number. I mean, mind-blowing numbers. I mean, maybe I should become an agent again. That's crazy. Exciting. People are clapping. Silva's jumping up and down. That's great. And a fireside chat with you, I almost don't know what to do with myself. That's amazing. How cool is that? Great stuff. Okay, let me just change my screen here. We got a couple of announcements real quick. Actually, more than just a couple. I have some things that are important, guys. So 9:30 today, Business Builders with Debbie Orr continues. You guys lead generating on Zoom are killing it. So keep going with that. Noon today is social media masterclass. Really amazing class with Rachel Adams Lee. A lot of you were on a class that we had with Rachel Adams in the past. She is amazing. She is a rock star agent with an amazing team out in Northern California, who just in the last year, guys, got 131 referrals just through social media. Incredible, incredible. So she's going to be sharing all the tips and tricks and secrets with you guys at noon today. There's an email that went out. And Adonis, if you would share in chat right now, the Zoom code, there you go. That's awesome. And there's also an email with the same information, guys. You need the Zoom information to get into that class today with Rachel Adams Lee. Let's see, 2 o'clock today. We have got Command Mobile with Joe. And that class is also going to repeat again next week on the 14th, on Tuesday. So Command Mobile, how exciting is that? I know a lot of you are already using it. It's incredible. I was sitting down almost every night on the couch. I'm playing with it. It's incredible. You have all of your database, everything at your fingertips. So really patch in with Joe at 2 o'clock to understand the power of that. And then more from Joe McHugh. 8 sessions coming up in command training, real serious command training with Joe McHugh, who is an expert, as you all know, starting on Monday at 11:30. It'll be 8 sessions running on that with Joe. Who better to learn from but Joe McHugh, who is hired by other market centers to teach tech for them as well. And then if you want, actually the last 3 sessions of that with Joe are going to be today, tomorrow, and Thursday, starting with designs. And that's at 11:30 as well today. So you could start today and continue next week with Joe with those sessions on command. Oh, one more thing, guys. Hold on, bear with me. Wednesday at 1:30, right after James Shaw interviews Jessica Starr on the 12 weeks of listings. That's going to be very cool. That's at 1 o'clock. But at 1:30, guys, we're going to have a refresher session on our insurance JV opportunity. 12 people just qualified to be in that JV and are really excited buying in. And then we're looking to continue that with more people qualifying. So it'll be a refresher session on that Wednesday at 1:30 here in this Zoom room. I think that's it. Did I confuse everybody? I think I might confuse myself. I think I covered everything. Okay, cool. So today we want to talk about your path to next level success, and that would be Family Reunion. Family Reunion is coming up in February. It's February 19th through the 22nd. You can arrive on the 18th, and most likely some of you will arrive on the 18th in Orlando, Florida. It's the first time in 2 years that we're going to be back in person. It's going to be in person and virtual this year, hybrid, most likely going forward. All of our conventions will be. But it's an amazing opportunity, guys. The Keller Williams Family Reunion Convention is the largest real estate convention in the United States. It's larger than NAR, about 20,000 in attendance usually. And it is an unbelievable opportunity to get the best training. I say, when I'm talking to recruits, Carlos and I are talking to recruits, and I'm sure Dan says this too, it's like getting your master's degree in real estate, actually your PhD, because the opportunity is just so phenomenal to be exposed to these agents who are training, talking about their businesses at a really high level. And as well as the opportunity, most important, like Carlos and I heard from our coach yesterday, really where the value is at Family Reunion, aside from the training, is in the hallways. And what I mean by that is networking. It's the opportunity to network with the best of the best now internationally around the world. And that's going to be, again, in Orlando this year in February. And to kick this off real quick, being mindful of our time, we've got a guest with us today from New Jersey, KW, within our New York tri-state region, Mary Beth Olive, who I adore. Mary Beth is a hugely successful team leader who is now a productivity coach, I believe. If I mess that up, Mary Beth, please say so. But you are always an awesome person. And I know you and I always hook up at Family Reunion. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Family Reunion from your perspective and why it's so important?
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for asking me to be here. I see some familiar faces out there. So I love that you guys do a morning call. We do a morning call. I think it's one of those tribal things that we kind of created over COVID that kind of stuck with us, which is an awesome fruit. So I've been with KW for 17 years. I started as an agent. I was an ALC member. That was the first 4 years of the journey. And then I was a team leader for almost 13 years. Recently, yeah, I know it's a lot of years.
That's a long time, Mary Beth. That's
I
very
love
cool.
adding value to agents. And it's just in the last 16 months, it pivoted into the director of productivity over the North Jersey offices, Bergen County Partners with Al Donahue and some really fabulous leaders. However, I wrote a few things down is 3 major things. I have gone to family reunions since the day I got here. I remember even mega camp. My first OP was a little challenging sometimes. And I was like, I want to go to mega camp. And it was like, well, you're a brand new agent. You can't go to mega camp yet. And I said, I'm going. And it was 17 years ago. So it was a different mindset back. But I remember sitting in that room and then family reunion. And so for the last 17 years, 2 conferences a year has been a minimal for me. But family reunion really gives you the gamut of culture to productivity to profitability to life. It gives you whatever you're looking for. So we have very diverse market centers. We have diverse needs inside of our own worlds, like different ages, different life times. And so family reunion allows you to pick and choose what classes are right for you. There are general sessions, but what I love about family reunion is that you can pick and choose the right agenda itinerary for you specifically for family reunion. Actually I put 5. One is the networking opportunity. Like Steve said, I've known these guys forever. And there's something that when we went virtual, you don't get to go and physically meet. Now, I know what it's like to hang out with you, but if I met you virtually and that was it, it wouldn't be the same relationship. We can agree with that. So to have a tribe of real estate professionals throughout the country, throughout the world, that is priceless. So the number one thing is networking, and the network turns into learning about best practices. Best practices, it gets you outside of the box to say, well, this is how we take listings, or this is how the listing contract goes, or this, we don't use buyer contracts, and then you listen to somebody in Tennessee that goes, why wouldn't you use it? And here's why we do this. And your whole business can expand from just listening to what other professionals are doing throughout the country. Remember, when you're going to family reunion, you're still only seeing about 5% of our agent base. So it's the 5% that are, Steve, what is in the book? The 20 of the 20, right? The top 20 of the 20 is the 5.
Yep, totally.
It's those that are learning based just like you. So you're going there and you're ultimately, networking and masterminding with the top of the bunch. The last 2 things, mind expansion is kind of what I just explained. Knowing what's possible. When you see a different market center out there, and you see them rally together and you're like, wow, look at that camaraderie. Next year we're coming back and this is why I know next year we're coming back and we're bringing 100 people. We're bringing 200 people, because there's nothing like bonding together at a conference amongst the 20,000, 15,000 agents that will be there. The last 2 are just culture and fun. You get to experience it like literally at the heart of it. You get to have fun, stop taking ourselves so seriously. And you get inspired because you'll hear stories of people that you thought you had problems. And you look around and you're like, wow, everybody's got issues. Everybody's got things they go through. And look at the stage. Look what they've done in the eyes of, in the times of adversity. So those are my things. And I would add to it friendships, because I have a best friend that I would tell you our relationship wouldn't be what it's like today. Allison Gambone, and some of you know her. It would not be what it is today if for 15 years we weren't traveling the country for the Keller Williams conventions and rooming up together and teaming our families, our market centers together to go do fun things and network for referrals. So totally. Linda McKissick and some of our top agents, leaders will tell you that when you go to a conference, it should pay you back 10 times the expense of the conference because of the referrals or the nugget that you implement in your business, and just for you becoming really a better person.
Totally. Mary Beth, literally just listen to every word you say, hang on every word. It's just amazing. I love your energy, and it's everything you said is spot on. And actually what you just said is a perfect segue. I'd like to ask Kimberly Tapscott, if you're here, I think you are, I think I saw you. Kimberly, if you could you speak to your experience with family reunion? Because what Mary Beth just said about return on investment, going to family reunion, I mean, you're a perfect living example of that.
So, yeah, I've been going to family reunions since I've been with Keller Williams, and I absolutely adore going to the events. So whether it's mega camp or family reunion, my job, everyone teases me, like they never see me. They see me in the airport sometimes. And then I get, and I'll see Adonis. He's like, oh, I got a Kimberly sighting. So he'll text everybody, I saw her. She's actually here.
Years ago,
I
I
look
used to
at
take it
family-
personally, Kimberly. I used to take it personally.
did,
and I
yes.
couldn't.
I was
wait
like,
with you.
what night is the dinner? I need to know 2 weeks in advance because everything's booking up.
Kimberly, do you
I-
know Karen Kleiman out of the Jersey
do.
market? Okay,
I
so
do.
you are the Karen Kleiman of
I'm
Connecticut.
Karen Klein. So to give you guys an idea, what I do, I focus on family reunion to build relationships with other agents. 15 of my 52 transactions this year came from agent to agent referrals.
Wow.
And I look at it that I need to make mega camp or family reunion pay for itself. So I've, networking, I go there with a mission to meet no less than 200 agents. And that is actually a conversation. We're talking, we're doing more than just throwing cards at each other and running, but we're actually talking and we're keeping in touch because, this is a relationship business, right? And so who you're in relationships with matter. So yes, and Don, I do bring candy. Many people say, oh, there's the candy girl. So I give like little trinkets and things for people to remember me by. And people will say, oh my gosh, she's here, where's my candy? And it's networking. So while I love the 430 so agents of our office here in Stamford, I think all of you should go. It's an inspirational, educational, like your mind will go boom after it. Bring a notebook or two, write out your notes. And when you're on the plane, highlight what you're going to get done when you get back. But most importantly, meet the at least 300 agents that you can say, I know I know Mary Beth, she's in New Jersey and I have a referral from New Jersey. So now I can also say, I know Mary Beth, I've spoken with her to my referral person so that it's not like a cold call type thing. But family reunion is it. I haven't literally come out of wallet for a family reunion since I've started because my referrals pay for it. So I encourage all of you to do that and just be open to meeting people. This is the first time in 2 years where we're actually going to be out and about. Yeah. And I've already got a tea time set up with one of my girls from LA. So we're going to be hanging out there on the golf course a little while.
That's awesome.
Kimberly, you said something inspirational, right? How about the inspirational brunch, lunch, whatever we finish, they've changed it throughout the years, but at the end of the conference, and guys, I know some of us want to like zip right out of there. That last morning kind of closes our event. And oh my gosh, if that's not the one event of the year that I so look forward to, and it changes my spirit, my soul.
Yeah.
I realize, oh my gosh, I'm in alignment with an amazing company that is changing lives, that recognizes that there are great people out there. And let's showcase some of that. And so I encourage you, if you're all going, because I know you're going to hit your goal, Steve, that please stay for that last inspirational morning.
I agree. I completely agree. Well, I couldn't have
awesome.
said it better. You guys are amazing. All the key points were hit upon. I really appreciate you guys being here, and we will hit our goal. And we're going to get a bunch of people to go. And family reunion is not a line on your P&L of an expense, right? It actually generates revenue, like you just heard.
Investment.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We've gone over our time. I really appreciate it. Mary Beth, great seeing you.
Yeah, great seeing you. See you in Orlando.
Yep.
Thanks,
totally.
everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.